welcome to our Christmas special of Around the Horn. Today we're going to be talking about a pretty important topic in our lives. It pretty much runs our entire day, and we spend every single day wishing we had more of it. If you haven't guessed already, we're going to be talking about time.
We're going right around the horn, starting off with your host, Zenas D'Souza. And our award-winning analyst slash wise guy, just kidding, Lenny Fabry. And of course, I just gotta get that hair, Eric Tessie.
Hey folks, how's it going?
Hello there, Canada.
Hey guys, what's up? It's that time of the year when things get really hectic and people start to argue. Merry Christmas from the panel to all of you out there. And now it's time to go around the horn. So guys, first question. So time is a really big and sketchy topic to talk about because it affects and runs our entire lives. The way we live depends on time. So what do you guys think time exactly is? Do you think it exists?
Alright, well, you know what, Zenas, time, you know what, it just doesn't exist. There can't be time, you know? Time is just an idea. Just because somebody said, oh, let's go put this circle on the wall and put some digits on it, you know? That doesn't mean anything. The idea of time is something that's made up. Yes, time does dictate our lives. We always have to be somewhere, we always have to do something based on time. However, there is no such thing as time. Time is just a metaphorical construct that has been created.
Yeah, I have to stop you there because I completely disagree with that.
Really?
Yeah, time, we need time to live our lives. Time is measured in days, months, years. It's measured in minutes and seconds. We need time to basically go through our lives. Time is like the first meeting of two characters in a book. Right at that specific time is when they meet. That is a measurement right there.
Yeah.
We need these measurements to know where we are in our world.
Well, you know what, Lenny? You're just wrong, okay? Lenny, our award-winning analyst, is just wrong. Okay? There is no such thing as time. I don't care about your measurements, your time, second, minutes, hours. You know what? That doesn't matter. You know what? This is a Christmas hat. See this? I can see this. I can feel it. I can even smell it, alright? But you know what? Time, you can't do anything with time. It's just there. It's just, we made it up. That's all that time is. Nothing more than that.
Alright, so first of all, the only thing that you've been correct about so far is that I am an award-winning analyst. And second of all, time and the passage of time can be displayed through any literature of work, whether it be through aging, change, the redevelopment of plot, the redevelopment of characters. It is just there, and the continuum will always be shown. Time relates to this sort of thing called timeliness, which means that time is... No, sorry, not timeliness, my bad. Timelessness. And it means that time is always there, and it always will be continuous. So we will always have time, and that is how it works.
Alright, you know what, Lenny, you know, I do agree with you in some fashion, but you know, me and you, come on, we always butt heads, and this is just a question that's always going to remain for the rest of time.
Yeah,
a question that's going to remain for the rest of time. You know what?
That's okay, I agree with you, I understand what you're trying to get at here.
Guys, I'm going to have to pick you up. Lenny, I do understand what you're saying. It's like, you're saying it's like a leaf that's being blown by the wind. You can see the leaf being moved around, but you cannot actually see the wind that's there.
Yeah, it's exactly like time.
Yeah.
Time, we know that it's passing by, we know that time's passing, but we can't actually physically see the time. But it does exist, it is there. And that's what I'm trying to get at with you guys.
Okay guys, we're going to have to move on to our next topic now. Okay guys, so I'm glad we could agree that time exists in some fashion. So, the next question being, what does time mean to you guys? Like, what is its definition?
Other than the metaphorical construct that time is, the idea of time being made at the beginning of time, it's ironic, time. But, time is just a linear passage of events, you know? Time is just something that, it's ongoing, you know? I got something to do, you know, Fabry, he has something to do. But time, it doesn't stop for you. Time is just, it's linear, it's always happening, 24/7. And we just have no control over time and it's passing. It's so linear. And, what do you think?
Yeah, you know, I agree with you, but my definition on time, I would say it has more of a cyclical sort of characteristic to it, whereas in time, it happens, and then it repeats itself over again in cycles. How?
Yeah, tell me how.
In cycles. Like, you know, well, you can see it through this novel called Not Wanted on the Voyage, which is perfect for this concept. It basically shows the rise and fall of civilization, where you have this flood that comes and takes over and destroys the whole world, and then prior to that flood, they end up on this boat, which is the dawn of a new civilization. So you can kind of see that concept of rise and fall right there. And also, you can see it through repeated failure, where God, he tries to make this perfect world where humans are not sinful, but yet we still see people killing each other, stealing from each other, cheating out their friends, and that is something that needs work. Even in our own lives, you can see this, and that is good proof to why time is cyclical.
Yeah, so Leonard, I understand that was pretty good proof actually about how time is cyclical, and Tessie, I do understand what you mean by time being linear. Well, for now, time's up, so we're going to have to head off into a commercial break.
Big day today, gonna work out. Look at this. There you go.
Hey, what do you think you're doing? Get out of here! Get out of here!
Whoa!
Get out of here!
Whoa, dude! Jeez.
Oh, great day for working out, boys. Freaking jackknobs over here taking up all the space. Here we go. Lightweight.
Man, what am I supposed to do? I'm just trying to work out. This guy just comes out of nowhere, ruins my day. Jeez. This guy thinks he's such a jock. Man. Oh. What can I do to get back at him? It's G-Shock time. Okay, so listen, just stop sign with my watch. This is gonna be nuts. Check this out, my G-Shock is amazing. Watch. It's gonna be awesome. And go!
My foot! Oh, my foot! You stupid jock! Dark flies.
It's up for you to be the navigator.
And we're back for more of Around the Horn. I'm your charming host, Zenas D'Souza, and I'm in here with Lenny Fabry and Eric Tessie. So let's get right back to it. Wait, what were we on again?
Oh my
man.
God. How could you forget such an important topic, Zenas?
Time!
Time!
Okay, guys.
Time.
shut up,
Does this
man.
every show.
Okay, so for our next question, I'm going to pose out to Lenny and Eric over here. How is time relative?
You know what, Zenas? You bring up a pretty strong point. It's very hard to decode that, though, you know? It's a deep point. How is time relative? Okay, the best way for me to explain this is, okay, you know when you're having a lot of fun, you're enjoying yourself, you know, for example, you're at a family vacation, right? When you're there, let's say you're there for a week, but you're there for a week, you're enjoying yourself the whole time, it feels like only 2 days have passed, right? When you're having fun, time truly flies, right? But when you're not enjoying yourself and you're just feeling down, like you're really bored or something like that, like let's say you're in a lecture, right? Just keep on looking up every couple of minutes. It's like, what time is it now? What?
Just hoping that time just
Yeah,
flies
hoping
by.
that time-
But
yeah.
really-
Count down minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's exactly how time is relative. Relativity of time is how we experience time, you know, and everybody experiences time differently, and that's how it has a direct impact on what we do, our moods, our actions. Yeah.
Like, I think I have a really good point for that, because I'm pretty sure a lot of people read this. Shakespeare's Hamlet.
Oh, yeah, I've read
Oh,
it.
of course.
Yeah, like,
That is a huge book.
Hamlet's stalking his ghost. It's his dad's ghost. He must be really, really scared.
Oh, for sure. If you saw your father's ghost, you'd be
Yeah.
scared out of your mind, wouldn't you? Yeah.
Completely. He must be experiencing time like really, really slow. He must be saying, "Oh, I really just want this to end because I don't know what to do right now."
You know, and another to add on that, actually, I'd like to bring up the book, not one on the voyage. We're gonna bring it up again. Actually, think about the people who are on the bottom of the boat, right? They're surrounded by darkness. They don't know what time it is exactly. They don't know what day it is. They don't even know if it's night or day outside. They're just living life like out of the blue, right? Like for them, if they're having fun, they could be experiencing time and thinking it's going by fast. Or if they're just very bored and they're down there talking to each other by themselves, they could be thinking it's going by very, very slow. This 40 days on the ark, it could either feel like a year for them, or it could even feel like 20 days for them. But in reality, it is still going to be that 40 days that passes by. And that is how time is relative in our modern voyage.
Yeah, so that, Lenny, actually brings us to our next question, which is, why is time so important?
Time is very important in our lives in that it kind of has a huge impact on our actions. Like, we need to find out when to act, when will be the perfect timing to act, which also relates to Hamlet, his whole thing about to be or not to be, which is essentially to act or not to act. And by him having this, he will be faced with opportunities where he's going to need to make a decision, but But what's the important thing about that is when will you make the decision? Time is very important because you need to be able to make a decision and act upon the opportunities that you are given.
Time is it's a very important thing in our lives, and I think the key here is we just can't be ignorant towards time. When something happens in life, whether it's to you, to a friend, to somebody, something in the world, like a event or a historic event, we just can't change that. We can't do anything about it. And like in Oedipus, what he does to try and fix things is he blinds himself. When something terrible happens, he blinds himself so he can't see what's going on. That actually has no impact. What he's doing is trying to escape time. He's trying to escape his reality. That he's being ignorant towards time, and that clearly leads to his downfall. So I think the lesson here is we just can't be ignorant towards time, and when something happens, we got to be able to learn from it, accept it, push forward.
So you guys brought up some really good points today about how time is relative and it's so essential to our lives. In order to move on and not get overwhelmed by time, we need to learn from our past mistakes.
Yep.
As evident in the 3 novels we brought up today. Alright, that's all the time we have tonight, folks. Thanks for watching, everyone. Merry Christmas.